why do we keep doing these Nick at Night previews? Well, how can we not? I mean, we have great shows coming up right now. Like for instance, Weeknight or Muller. A great late night show that has comedy, music, fun, and a whole lot of surprises. Reese, what do we have, everybody?
After tonight's Weeknight Update episode, it's the Headphones Hour starring Joey Headphones. Once the best, always the best. And to wrap tonight's program up, our late night movie time.
That's right, so you don't want to miss it. We keep doing these previews so I can know for all these great programs. So keep watching, huh? You know what, folks? By the way, hi there. Before we get rolling with tonight's program, I just want to say, the events, that happened earlier today, regarding Ukraine and Russia with a whole lot of destructions and things like that. I don't know what to say about it, okay? I mean, it's dangerous. We don't need wars, and yet it happened. So, one day we will all be in peace. One day we will all be in peace together on this planet, okay? I don't know when, and I don't know how, but it will happen. So, until that time happens, let's have a brief moment of silence for those who lost their lives today during the destruction over in the Ukraine. Okay, and I apologize for doing that, but someone on the team wanted to have that because it would seem appropriate for this program. So there you are. That's it. And now, without any further ado, the Weeknight Update episode, ready for your viewing pleasure. Thank you. Folks, people are getting older all the time. Things change all the time. But one thing that will remain constant, or one of the few things that will remain constant, is the fact that Weeknight Update is always going to give you the weekly entertainment you need. Let's go. From the YouTube Dog Show, far away from Tom Holland's house, it's Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller. And now, you know this guy from his recent movie entitled Tom Holland is a Little Too Crazy, Mr. Ellie Muller. Welcome to Weeknight Update. I'm Ellie Muller, the Overgrass Office. Man, that announcer keeps getting weirder and weirder all the time. The animation wizard is like RK Animation with his animating, with his animations and things like that. Michael's, Babyland Creations is the theme song composer. Yeah, RK Animation is the animation wizard. Babyland Creations is the theme song composer. The bumpers were made by Diamond Cammy and Fabrice Forchek and Rock Road 10 made the previews. There we go. Now, the Shoutout Spotlight winners are Babyland Creations with Babyland and Friends and musical mashups and whatnot. Michael's Sidecast with the taste testing and the Michael program and whatnot. And Mario Gabriel with the scene covers and nostalgic along with nostalgic stuff. And Specs Rock Camera Span edits. Alright. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Also, if you had paid... if you had watched, the message that you saw before the program began, then you would have understood, you would have known why everything in the world has been crazy. It's not easy going through this day in and day out, but it's life. Let's just hope that we could all get along. And one of these days, everything will get back to normal. Until then, let's just enjoy this peaceful and fun moment. And there's only one way to break the tension. What's up? What's up with Tom Holland, a man who loves to act? Of course, Zendaya Coleman wanted him to be alone with her. That's interesting. Now check this out. He and Zendaya Coleman actually held hands and wore complimentary outfits in New York City last week. Wow. They're about to go on the Newlywed Game. Or the Newlywed Game. Yeah, there we go. Now listen up. He has been trying to be on Euphoria for about a year. He brought Zendaya Coleman to the set of the show 30 times. That made her want to call HBO. Well, it helps to date the star of the show. Hey! Now, ladies and gentlemen, MP and the elephant. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Okay, what's the category? Tonight's category, top 8 words that we can use to describe Tom Holland. Number 8, odd. Number 7, crazy. Number 6, kind. Number 5, silly. Number 4, insane. Number 3, tired. Number 2, droopy. And number 1, snoozy. This is starting to be a little too much, man. I know, but we gotta keep doing this. Why? Because it's one of the segments of the show that people can't get enough of. I thought that people can't get enough of Joe Chowder. Well, that too, but here's the thing, right? Joe Chowder is a sketch that appears every Friday. Right. Alright. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much. If you like this program, and at this point, who doesn't, press the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, comment, share. Man, now I'm starting to feel like I'm selling out. But if I have to do that from time to time, I will. Alright? More after this. This is Weeknight Update. And now here it is, your Friday night.
Check it out.
That is the most ridiculous hat I've ever seen.
Nice hat.
Hey, that is my best friend, and that hat is awesome.
Some creatures landed from outer space. They gave off a funny green light. They said they traveled to our planet just to watch Nick the Night.
You know whose number this is, don't you? 5-8. We're the people who can get your new carpet delivered and installed in one day. 588. That means if you call Empire today, you can have carpeting tomorrow. 588. Brand name carpeting from $6.95 installed with padding. 588-23. In one day. 588-2300. Empire today, carpeting tomorrow. Empire. Call us, day or night.
Mr. Edward Scott and the boys. Ed, how you doing tonight, buddy? Man, I am shocked, man. After what had happened earlier today in the news, I am surprised. I know. I'm surprised as well. Everybody in the world right now is confused and surprised. I'll tell you this right now. We're going to get through it. How? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to stay calm. We're going to stick together. And we're going to focus on the fun times. Because I'll tell you this right now. I bet everybody wants to listen to this too, by the way. The only way that we're going to win is if we keep the faith alive, and not go insane, right? Those are the only two things we need to do, alright? Beyond that, That's basically it. Because, you can't try, you can't try to escalate the issues, okay? Because escalating the issues here will just make everybody else in the rest of the world even more upset, okay? We can't have that, okay? You're right. Oh, calm down. Good. While you and the boys in the band calm down, we're going to have some talking time. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Let's talk about it.
Alright, here we go. Let's do this thing. Okay. Last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I'm not good. Yeah, last week, Tom Holland and Zendaya Coleman were out. We're going out to a big extravaganza. A big screen for Tom Holland's new movie, Uncharted. And they both wore complimentary outfits, okay? Tom Holland wore a light gray suit and a black turtleneck matched with black boots, while Zendaya stepped out in a black shirt dress accessorized with a black belt with a gold buckle and black heels. They're sort of matching, and they're both holding hands. We talked about something similar to this last night. When there was talk that maybe they would, they would actually live together. And by the looks of things, it looks like they already. It looks like that they already are. I'm jumbling my words, but you know what I mean, right? It looks like they've already started living together. So, could this mean that marriage could be in their future? If that's the case, then all I gotta say is, wow. I mean, oh my goodness. This is mind-boggling. Sometimes it's so mind-boggling that I lose my train of thought half the time. And that's what's happening on this show more often than not. And that's according to the past several months. My goodness gracious. And here's something interesting, right? You know that show Euphoria? The show on HBO starring Zendaya Coleman? Well, guess what? Guess what? Tom Holland wants to be on the show too. During their joint IMDb interview, which you will see on YouTube if you type Tom Holland and Zendaya Coleman. If you look at it, then this is exactly what you will hear. He said, "Listen, I've been petitioning for this for a long time, and it has not happened yet, and I'm very disappointed. I must have come to visit Euphoria at least 30 times this season." Okay. That's crazy, right? Tom Holland wants to be on Euphoria. And Zendaya said, "You should have tried, like, Easter egg, I'll put you in there." Okay, let me talk to some people. HBO, let's get them on the phone. And Tom Holland wants to do it with his best friend, Jacob Batalon. But here's the thing, okay? He wants the two of them to be in the background of one of her scenes. Interesting. Could this mean that, that the two of them are going to be doing TV shows together as well? Very interesting. But that is it for another episode of Weeknight Update. Thank goodness, because this constant babbling and everything else is starting to get on my nerves. But tomorrow night, oh man, we're going to have a good time tomorrow night, because tomorrow night we're going to talk about skunks. Yes, and we're going to have Fabrice Roche, aka Walkabout 10, Diamond.Cammy. Then the two men, Rebecca K. Nutt, aka Swag Vortex Century VA Studios, Kawama K. Animation, his girlfriend Anastasia Jane, Hannah Gale, Sammy Webster, Skyboys Productions, JT Kalu, Dan Weezer, and possibly an appearance by Mr. M. And Dan the Tomb Man will also stop by. It's going to be quite an extravaganza. Do people still call shows extravaganzas? Well, I think we should bring that trend back. In the meantime, all that remains for me to say is this. That's the news. I'm out skis. Farewell, bye, farewell.
Some creatures landed from outer space. They gave off a funny green light. They said they traveled to our planet just to watch Nick at night.